Have you ever encountered a form of profound spiritual teaching that transcends words, rituals, and even conventional wisdom? What if the most powerful lesson, the most direct path to enlightenment, isn't found in solemn contemplation or arduous study, but in the spontaneous, boundless joy of pure, uninhibited laughter? What if these sages, these masters of mirth, discovered a cosmic joke so profound that their very existence became a living testament to absolute freedom from suffering? Today, we journey into a beloved and truly unique Buddhist tale from ancient China, introducing us to three enigmatic figures known simply as the Three Laughing Monks. This isn't just a story about ancient wisdom, it's a direct, transformative guide for anyone seeking lasting happiness, true liberation, and a radical way to navigate life's absurdities with unshakable mirth. Prepare to discover why laughter, not solemnity, might be the ultimate form of meditation, and how a life of boundless joy can become an infectious beacon of enlightenment for the entire world. Chapter 1. The Laughter That Transcended Words, a Unique Dhamma. Once upon a time, in ancient China, a land rich with spiritual traditions, there lived three old monks. Their individual names, lost to the annals of history, are not remembered today, simply because they never revealed them to anybody. In China, they are universally known, and affectionately revered, as simply, the Three Laughing Monks. These three extraordinary beings always traveled together. What made them truly unique was their spiritual practice. They did nothing else but laugh. Their entire existence was a living, breathing testament to boundless joy. They would enter a village or a town, walk directly to the center of its main square, and there, amidst the bustling daily life, they would simply stand and begin to laugh. Their laughter was not forced or contrived, it was deep, spontaneous, and utterly infectious, shaking their entire bodies with pure mirth. Slowly but surely, the people who lived and worked there, the busy passers-by, the curious onlookers, couldn't resist its profound resonance. They found themselves, almost against their will, beginning to smile, then chuckle, then laugh as well, their own worries momentarily forgotten, their hearts lightened by this inexplicable joy, until, inevitably, a small laughing crowd had formed, and eventually, the contagious laughter had spread, transforming the entire atmosphere of the whole village or town into a symphony of mirth. That was the precise moment when the three old monks, having completed their unique teaching, gracefully moved on to the next village, leaving behind a wake of joyous reverberations. Their profound laughter was their only prayer, their only ritual, their entire teaching. This was because they never spoke a single word to anybody. They communicated the Dhamma, the universal law of truth, not through sermons or scriptures, but through the direct, transformative experience of unconditioned joy. They simply created that situation, a space for spontaneous laughter, and allowed the wisdom to be transmitted directly, experientially. All over China, these three enigmatic monks were deeply loved and profoundly respected. The people had never known such spiritual teachers before, nor would they encounter any quite like them again. The monks seemed to communicate, without uttering a single word, that life should be taken only as a great opportunity to laugh. As if they had discovered some kind of cosmic joke, an ultimate understanding of existence's inherent absurdity and impermanence. So, they traveled and laughed for many years, ceaselessly spreading joy and happiness throughout the vast lands of China, their laughter echoing through valleys and mountains. Buddhist insight. This opening establishes the unconventional nature of Zen Buddhism and its emphasis on direct experience over conceptual understanding. The Three Laughing Monks are a living upaya, skillful means, embodying nirodha, cessation of suffering, and anatta, non-self, through pure mirth. Their laughter is their Dhamma, demonstrating that enlightenment isn't somber but can be expressed as boundless joy. Their nonverbal teaching challenges conventional notions of spiritual instruction and highlights the infectious quality of profound inner peace, metta. The spread of laughter symbolizes the Dhamma's transformative power. Chapter 2. Laughter in the Face of Loss, the Ultimate Wager. Their unique journey continued for many years, bringing joy and light wherever they went, until one day, while they were at a particular village in the North Province, immersed in their joyous wanderings, one of them suddenly died. His passing was peaceful, his face etched with a serene smile. Even in death, The people of the village were profoundly shocked by this dramatic event. They came running from afar, leaving their fields unattended for the day, to witness the two remaining monks' reaction to this momentous occasion. They were expecting them to show profound sorrow, to weep openly, or to mourn their deceased friend. As was the custom, the entire village gathered at the place where the three monks were, two alive and one dead, lying serenely. But to everyone's utter astonishment and bewilderment, the two remaining monks were laughing. Not a polite chuckle, not a restrained giggle, but profoundly, even harder than usual. They were laughing and laughing, their bodies shaking with unrestrained mirth, and they could not seem to stop. A few of the good people who were assisting and witnessing this bewildering scene, unable to reconcile the monks' laughter with their friend's death, cautiously approached them. "Why aren't you mourning at all for your deceased friend?" they asked, their voices filled with perplexity and a hint of disapproval. And for one rare time, the monks actually responded, their voices clear amidst their mirth. "Because," one of them explained, his eyes twinkling with profound amusement, "yesterday, on our way to your village, he proposed a wager, a bet on who among us would beat the other two, who would win the race and die first. And now, he won, the old rogue. He even had a testament prepared." Foreseeing this very moment, the revelation of the wager added another layer of astonishment. The villagers were accustomed to traditional funeral rites, which required washing the dead body and changing its clothes before placing it on the funeral pyre. But the old monk had explicitly asked, in his testament, to leave his old clothes on him. Defying convention, his testament stated, "Since I have never been filthy for one day in my life, since I never allowed any of the filth of this world, its worries, its desires, its attachments, to reach me through my laughter, then leave my clothes on. My laughter has always been my cleansing." And so, honoring his final wish, the old monk's body was placed on the pyre with the garments he was wearing when he had arrived. As the fire was lit and began licking at his clothes, consuming the earthly form, something truly miraculous and unexpected occurred. To everyone's astonishment, suddenly, fireworks of 100 colors went exploding, shooting up and down, and in all directions, illuminating the sky with bursts of vibrant light and joyful sound. The deceased monk, even in death, performed one last act of joyous magic. And finally, witnessing this incredible display, the people who had gathered there also joined the boundless laughter of the two remaining wise men, their own grief and confusion melting away in the face of such profound joy and acceptance. Buddhist insight. This central event is the heart of the parable, challenging conventional views of death and grief. The monk's laughter in the face of death directly demonstrates anicca, impermanence, and upekkha, equanimity, their profound non-attachment to the physical form and the cycle of life and death. The wager illustrates a radical acceptance of mortality, turning it into a game rather than a tragedy. The deceased monk's testament and the fireworks are powerful upaya, skillful means, embodying the Dhamma, that true purity comes from inner liberation, and that death is not an end but a transformation, worthy of celebration. The villagers joining the laughter signifies their own liberation from rigid concepts of mourning and a glimpse of genuine nirodha, cessation of suffering. Conclusion. The cosmic joke, embracing laughter as the path to enlightenment. You see, in life, in your life, perhaps the only reason that we are truly here on this earth is so we can laugh and laugh, to never stop experiencing joy and boundless laughter. This isn't a frivolous statement, it's a profound spiritual truth, echoing the wisdom of the three laughing monks. This timeless parable, illuminated by their radical example, offers us a revolutionary understanding of spiritual practice, happiness, and suffering. It challenges our conventional beliefs that intense struggle, rigid solemnity, or endless pursuit are the only paths to profound wisdom. Instead, it reveals that true bliss is an inner creation, accessible to all who dare to look beyond the superficial and courageously embrace the profound, liberating power of spontaneous joy and unconditional acceptance. So, next time you face a problem, next time worry or frustration clouds your mind, look in the mirror, truly look into your eyes, and just laugh the problem away. Because your joy, your spontaneous, unconditioned mirth, is what makes you truly alive, truly free, truly connected to the boundless nature of existence. Key learnings for your personal Buddha story. Laughter is enlightenment. Anicca and upekkha. The monk's laughter in the face of death is not callousness, but profound enlightenment. It stems from a deep understanding of impermanence, anicca, and equanimity, upekkha. When you grasp that everything is transient, attachment and the suffering it causes become absurd. Application. Cultivate a sense of humor about life's challenges. Practice observing difficulties without immediate judgment. Learn to laugh at the cosmic joke of impermanence, which is our persistent clinging to things beyond words. The Dhamma of presence. The monks taught through their laughter and presence, not words. This highlights that true teaching is often experiential and transcends intellectual concepts. Application. Focus on cultivating your inner state. Your calm, joyful presence can be a powerful source of inspiration and peace for others. Far more than any lecture. Be a living example of the Dhamma. Non-attachment to outcome, nirodha. The wager illustrates a radical acceptance of mortality and a detachment from the outcome of life, transforming fear into playful acceptance. Application. Practice letting go of rigid expectations for how life should be. Embrace spontaneity and the natural flow of events. This reduces tanha, craving, and the suffering it brings. Joy is the path, not just the destination. Hote's enlightenment was not attained after a struggle. It was his boundless joy lived in the present moment. Joy is a fundamental aspect of the awakened mind. Application. Prioritize activities that bring you genuine, unconditioned joy. Engage in life with lightheartedness and playfulness. Recognize that profound happiness is a state of being, not an external achievement. Purity through non-clinging. The deceased monk's testament about remaining filth-free through laughter signifies that true purity comes from internal non-attachment to worldly defilements, not external cleanliness. Application. Practice mindfulness, sati, to observe the filth of negative thoughts and emotions without letting them cling to your inner being. Let laughter and acceptance be your internal cleansing, allowing your inherent Buddha nature to shine. The Buddha's profound wisdom, beautifully illuminated by this parable, invites us to cultivate a mind that is fluid, resilient, and eternally free. By embracing the truth of impermanence and the liberating power of laughter, we can release the burdens of illusion and continually evolve, becoming more compassionate, more joyful, and more truly awakened in every passing moment. This is the essence of your authentic Buddha story. Thank you for watching, and may you always carry the profound peace and illuminating wisdom of these stories within your heart. Join our growing community by liking this video and subscribing to Buddha Story, where ancient wisdom beautifully meets modern mindfulness. What cosmic joke in your own life are you ready to embrace with laughter today to find greater freedom and joy? Share your reflections and experiences in the comments below. Until our next encounter, may your path be filled with profound peace, deep understanding, and the radiant light of your own awakening.